Being organized in college is crucial, especially when you're responsible for balancing classwork, extracurriculars, and a job. Here are 3 apps I use to make organizing all of my commitments in college easy and sometimes even fun. Notion is a digital productivity app that you can personalize to your liking, or if you prefer pre-made templates, you can head to sources like Reddit or even Notion's own website and copy ones you like. My own Notion's layout was borrowed from this Reddit user's page. I really liked how they had everything organized and the different pages they dedicated for school and personal items, so I copied their template and made a couple adjustments. I'll link theirs in the description in case you want to take a closer look. I primarily use Notion to remind myself of my daily tasks, whether they be school-related or personal. Having all of your tasks listed for the week takes all of the guesswork out of the way in terms of what you need to accomplish daily, and that's really helpful to me. Notion is also extremely personalizable, which I really like. You can have tables, boards, lists, calendars, and even widgets like the ones I have on here. You can also change the fonts and colors to your liking or keep the default ones they have. A lot of people do use Notion for note-taking as well if they tend to type their notes instead of write them. I also use Notion to organize other things such as my Instagram posts, as well as scripts for my YouTube videos. Having different workspaces keeps everything pretty neat. I will admit that there is a learning curve to use Notion. Even I don't use a ton of the features it has because I haven't really looked into them, but try Notion out if you haven't, and let me know what you think. OneNote is a digital note-taking application that is absolutely free. I really like this app because you can download PDFs of lecture slides and annotate them or type in your own notes if you want. I also appreciate the note hierarchy it allows, meaning that you can have different notebooks which branch out into sections and then individual pages. For college, I went semester by semester, so each notebook was one semester, and then within that notebook there were different sections for each class that I took. And then within each section I had a page which signified a lecture. Within your notes you can also customize the text, add pictures, draw things, write, or even type your notes. You can also export your notes as a PDF in case you want to share them with a classmate or print them out for yourself. Lastly, OneNote can also sync across multiple devices, so if you do forget your tablet at home but still have your laptop, you can still take notes. Google Calendar is a pretty popular calendar app which I use to visualize all of my commitments. I actually have different calendars for each commitment I have, such as class, work, reminders, etc. I really like Google Calendar because Notion does not send me reminders of when I have certain deadlines or when a meeting is about to start or something similar. I use something called calendar blocking, which is a time management strategy where you allocate different time blocks for everything you have to do in a day. I can go over it in a separate video if you like. Having almost every minute of every day accounted for can seem anxiety-inducing to some people, but personally it really makes sure that I'm making the most of my time. Google Calendar is also very personalizable, so each calendar can be a different color if you like. To change the color, just copy the color's hex code, click on the 3 dots next to the calendar that you want to customize, then the plus sign, and then paste the code. If you don't like using Notion, you can create trackers within Google Sheets or Excel instead. I actually used it myself for the majority of my time in college and find it much more visually pleasing for items such as exam trackers or paycheck trackers than Notion. You can also track all of the classes you took and how much credits you have taken each semester if you would like as well. If you mainly type your notes, Google Docs or Word are great note-taking options as well. The collaboration feature on Google Docs also allows you to work with your classmates to take notes so that you can each take one section of the notes and basically have completed notes in half the time. So these are the apps that I liked to use in college. I may make a updated video when I start grad school to discuss whether the same apps can be used or if I found any better apps. If you do have any questions about any of these apps, feel free to leave them down below and I'll try to answer as best as I can. Also, be sure to leave some apps that you like to use for college down below and maybe it'll help someone out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.